You guys, we have been talking about different kinds of angles and angle relationships. And I know it's been a very, very long weekend. And so I'm going to flip back a little bit to remind ourselves of what we were talking about last week. So last week, we learned about vertical angles. And we said that vertical angles come from those like intersecting little lines, and they're opposite across from one another. They're always congruent. And so we had this new symbol, congruent. And congruent really just means they're equal to each other. So when you have angles like these vertical angles, they are going to be the same. They're going to be equal to each other. We also have complementary angles. Those are angles that come together to form a 90-degree angle. And we can add them up and they would equal 90 degrees. We also have supplementary angles. They're on a straight line. We can add those together and they would equal 180 degrees. So supplementary, complementary, and vertical angles are all the names that we want to be using today as we get some angle relationship practice with algebra. So putting our two big things together here. So classify the angle pair as vertical, complementary, or supplementary, then find the value of x. So we have here 8x plus 31 is representing this angle right here, and 16x minus 9 is representing this angle on the other side. What kind of angles are those? What would you call them? Vertical angles. Yeah, they are vertical angles. So we're going to write vertical angles, and we know that vertical angles are congruent. If vertical angles are congruent, then I can write an equation. What equation do you think I can write? What does congruent mean? They're equal, yeah. So each angle, we're just going to set them equal to each other. So 8x plus 31 is going to be equal to 16x minus 9. And so when they're congruent, they are equal to each other. We just set them equal. Now this is an equation that we can solve for x. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my little wall. And my rule we have is letters to the left. So what should I do? Subtract 16x, subtract 16x. I'm going to take my letters to the left-hand side there. What is 8x minus 16x is? Negative 8x plus 31 equals negative 9. And then what should we do?
Subtract the 3.
Subtract 31.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, subtract 31. So I have a negative 8x equals, what's a negative 9 and a negative 31? Negative 40, good. And then how do we get x by itself? Yep, divide by negative 8. So we get x equals, negative divided by negative is 5, positive 5. And so we found the value of x. So that's what we needed to do. And we also said that they were vertical angles. This is what we're doing today. We're classifying and then setting up an equation and solving. So it's kind of nice. Let's look at number 2. Here we have an angle that is 7x minus 5 is representing this angle portion right there. And then 9x minus 7 is representing this angle bit right over here. The next door neighbor. What kind of angles would you call those? 180. Yeah, what's the special word for 180? Straight angle or supplementary. Yep. Yep, they are supplementary, which means they add to 180 degrees. They're on this straight line, a straight angle. So those two things together should add to be 180 degrees. What do you suppose I need to do to write my equation? Are they equal to each other or should they be added up? Yeah. We're going to say, hey, this blue angle, the 7x plus 5, plus the other angle, my pink angle here, 9x minus 7. Because they form a straight line, what should they equal? 180 degrees. So your job today is to figure out, do I write an equation where they're equal to each other? Or do I add them up and set them equal to 180? Over here, let's see. How do I solve this? What can I do? Combine like terms. Very good. I have 7x's plus 9x's, which is 16x's. And I have a positive 5 and a, oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The 5 should be negative. I appreciate that. Who said that? Yeah? Sticker for you. Thank you. Catching my mistake. Nice work. Here we go. Okay, good job. All right. I'm sitting up here. I'm on medicine, and it makes me really dizzy, and so things are a little screwy with me. My vision is like, ooh. So I appreciate you catching my mistakes. That was supposed to be a negative 5 and a negative 7, which is how many negatives?
12.
Negative 12. And that equals 180. So then what should we do? Add the 12. Yep, solve for x. We're going to add 12 to both sides. So we get 16x equals 192. And then we need to divide by 16. Divide by 16. So we get x equals, yeah, it is 192 divided by 16 is 12. They are supplementary angles, and x turned out to be 12. Good, good, good. All right, what do you notice about number 3? They're complementary. Yeah, we have this box here that tells us what? It's a right angle. Then a right angle measures 90 degrees. So these are called complementary. And that means that they add up to be 90 degrees. So what equation are we going to write for number 3? 3x plus 11 plus, yeah, plus the 8x plus 2. So again, the little blue angle plus my pink angle, 8x plus 2, should equal our 90-degree right angle right there, because they told me it was the right angle. All right, once we get that little equation down, what should we do? Combine like terms. Okay, so 3x's plus 8x's is 11x's. And then we have positive 11 and positive 2, which gives me positive 13. Beautiful. Equals 90. And what should we do? Subtract 13. Beautiful. 11x equals 87, 87. And then we need to divide by 11 on both sides. So x equals 7. Excellent. Do you have questions so far? Number 4. What kind of angles are those in number 4? I have this like 10x minus 13 angle, and I have this x plus 6 angle. What should we do with that? What kind of angles are those? Adjacent? I heard adjacent. They are adjacent, it's true. And also they are supplementary, yeah. Again, they're on that like straight line right there. They form a straight line. Straight lines are supplementary. And what does supplementary mean? It equals 180 degrees. Good, good, good. So we're going to write, what's our equation going to be? plus 1x. I love how you put the 1 in there. That's really good. Equals 180. Good, good, good. All right, awesome. And combine like terms. We have 10x's plus 1x is 11x. We have a negative 13 and a positive 6. Who wins? Negatives by 7. Very good. And that equals 180 degrees. And then we can solve from there. Add 7, good. So we get 11x equals 187. And then what do we need to do? Divide by 11. Let's see, 187 divided by 11. 17. I didn't know that one. All right. Okay, do you have questions for me? No? All right, let's just do 3 more. I think that'll be good. All right, last 3 here. 5, 6, and 7. This one is a little bit different. The first 4, all we had to do was find x. But now it says find each angle measure. So what are we going to be doing to find each angle measure? We're going to do the same thing as before where we're going to solve for x, but that's just the x value. What can I do once I have my x value? Plug it back in, and that's going to give us how many degrees the angle is. So we're going to have to plug things back in. Tell me about these angles I have here, this 3x plus 20 angle and the 10x minus 22 angle. What should we do for those? What kind of angles are they? Supplementary, very good, yeah. They are all on this straight line here, so they are supplementary. So we can write our equation, 3x plus 20 plus 10x minus 22 equals how many degrees? 180 because they're supplementary, very, very good. Let's see, 3x's plus 10x's is 13x's. Yeah, positive 20 and negative 22 is going to be a negative 2 equals 180. We're going to add 2, good. 13x equals 182. And then divide by 13, divide by 13. We get x equals 14. Excellent. Are we done? We got to plug it in. Yes, we do. Let's see. So, this first box says find the measure of angle SQR. SQR is right here. SQR. This is the pink angle right here. So I'm going to plug in 14. Just underneath I can do it. 10, plug in the 14, and then minus the 22. So I can do that and just plug that right into my calculator. 10 times 14 minus 22, and I get 118 degrees. So that is SQR, 118 degrees. And then the measure of angle RQT. RQT is this blue angle right here, RQT. So I'm going to plug it into this x. So 3 times 14 plus the 20. Oh my God, I'm so busy. 62. 62 degrees. Alright. Well, your body kind of takes care of it. If you pass out, you fall to the ground. That's exactly what you need.
No. Like up.
Oh, what are you looking at? All right. Here on number 6, This arrow is pointing to this angle right here, angle L in K. And then we have 8x minus 17 is pointing to this angle right here. What kind of angles are those two angles? They are acute angles, but they have another special name. Vertical angles. Very good. They are vertical angles. And what do we write for vertical angles? How do we set up our equation? They equal each other. Yeah. They are congruent. They equal each other. So 5x plus 7 is going to equal 8x minus 17. They equal each other because they're vertical angles. They are the same. All right, we're going to go ahead and solve. Maybe this will be the last one. All right, what should we do first? Minus 8x minus 8x. 5x's minus 8x's is negative 3x plus 7 equals negative 17. And then what should we do? Minus 7 to get negative 3x equals negative 24. And then divide by negative 3. We get x equals what? Positive 8. Are we done? Gotta plug it back in. So I'm going to go take my 8 and I'm just going to plug it right back in place of x. So we have 8 times the 8 minus the 17. And I can just use my calculator. So 8 times 8 minus 17. 64 minus 17 is 47 degrees. Do I have to plug it into the other one? No. Why? Because they're equal. Yeah, if they're both vertical angles, and they should both be 47 degrees. So, oh, just kidding. Ha, ha, ha. We have to read. L in K is this angle right here. But, tricky, they wanted the angle J N M. J N M. Here's J N. Oh, that was J N M. Just kidding. That is also 47. Okay. Here, that's the dizzy part, you guys. I'm sorry. 47. Read carefully, though. It might have asked for J and L. That's what I thought the first time. All right. I think that's fine. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No.
Okay.